your best friend is here.
Who was here? Sam.
Sam
I saw
Thomas.
Sam.
Yeah.
We might have a special guest Saturday.
Oh.
We'll see. We'll see. You know, special guests come all the time around this place. Just ask our guy. We had a special guest yesterday speak to the team. Really, it was an interesting day today. We took the pads off, as you all noticed. Wanted to get ourselves really mentally and physically ready to go for Saturday. We got scrimmage Saturday. We'll be in the stadium 11 o'clock, and it'll be a good one. I hope everyone comes out for it. I think we're allowed to have 1,500 people. I hope we get all 1,500 in there. So I'm excited about that. I thought the practice ended better for the offense than practice has ended yet. I thought early on we weren't where we want to be in terms of practicing. Special shout out, happy birthday to Ellie Lee Doherty over there, Jimmy Doherty's daughter, birthday today. And we're excited to see if we can get better on Saturday.
So those guest speakers that you had yesterday, pretty prominent coaches, what was the message that those guys conveyed?
Well, when you have an opportunity to have two guys that have won, I think, 11 or 12 championships combined, with Steve Kerr and Pete Carroll talking to your team, there's a lot of great messages that can come out, right? And those guys, really, their big thing that they talked about, most important thing that we got from them is be great teammates. Be great teammates and always compete. Always compete. And then I think the guys probably could share a lot more of some of the things that they took from it. I've obviously had the opportunity to build a relationship with Coach Carroll over 10 years from working with him, and then obviously with Brennan being on our staff twice now. And then Coach Kerr and I built a relationship over the last year and a half. But they were phenomenal with phenomenal messaging and really excited about them being able to talk to our guys.
How would you describe Don Brown's presence on the sideline?
I mean, is there a type A+? I don't know if there is, but that's how we'll describe it. He's got incredible energy, enthusiasm. He's tough. He's hard-nosed. He has extremely high standards and expectations, and he holds the defense to that standard, and he holds the coaches to that standard, and he holds anyone near him on that sideline to that standard. So I think that what they feel from him is his passion, and they feel from him his energy, and I think they also feel from him his enthusiasm to continue to coach and get our defense to where we want it to be.
What's impressed you the most about Stevie Rocker?
Everything. I couldn't be more impressed with Stevie Rocker, the way he's gone out here. I mean, the guys should really be getting ready for his prom, right? If they're having those this year. And graduation. He's not 18 yet. He turns 18 in May. I think May 7th. So the fact that he's not even 18 yet, and the fact that he's playing like he's playing and participating in every practice and every opportunity to get better, you can't ask for more. There's a ton of upside there, and I think we're just scratching the surface with Stevie.
Did the team get the message that we were trying to convey toward the middle of practice?
I hope so. I think they did. They came out with a much better sense of urgency, a higher intensity level. It's always tricky when you have 5 practices in a row in full pads, and then all of a sudden you take the pads off and you're in helmets and shorts, and it's how do I practice? What should I do? You know, how fast can I go? How hard should I go? And I think we were having a hard time with that. And I think there was also a little bit of that, maybe this is a walkthrough tempo. This is not a walkthrough tempo. We should go faster with no pads on. And if we're going to want to teach these guys how to become great, they got to learn how to practice with no pads on.
Coach, you alluded to Pete Carroll early on. How instrumental was it to learn from the likes of Pete Carroll, Tom Capers, and Brian Billiken with you?
Yeah, I mean, all of them were instrumental in so many different ways, and there's so many great coaches that I had the privilege to work with, work for, learn from. And obviously, the one thing you hear about a lot of coaches in this profession, they've really taken Pete Carroll's mentality, that always compete, and the way, you turnovers, and it's all about the ball, and it's kind of trickled throughout the league. But, you've got great coaches everywhere, and I've had the privilege to learn from 10 or 11 of them, and they've been all fantastic in their own ways. And obviously, I hope to have Coach Capers talk to our team one day here this summer, and certainly Coach Billick will get out here during training camp to be here for a couple days.
How do you get these guests? Is it just how you're feeling that week when they reach out to you? How do you book it?
You mean from going from the Innocence Project last week with Barry Scheck to all of a sudden then Steve Kerr and then next week, who knows, right? We try to plan accordingly to the way, maybe the way we think some things are going, how many practices in, what's a good message for our team. There's also, Greg Popovich, obviously is someone I've read a ton about. I know that he made a big point of emphasis of bringing people in to talk to their team about things other than their sport. So we kind of had that mindset right off the bat. And when we put together that We Educate Wednesday program, it's amazing how many people you could call upon and how many people are willing to do it. That's the coolest thing, that anyone that I've called and asked, I haven't gotten to know yet.
Time for one more question. How important is the psychology of the game rather than the field that you're doing in the classroom?
I think everything is important. I really do. I think that the off-field, on-field, mental toughness, physical side of it, how can we incorporate the learning of things outside of football to grow? I think the community service, to build teamwork and to build a family camaraderie, the way we can impact the community, and hopefully then the community comes back and comes to as many games as they can come to. And I know we've sold, maybe over 1,000 or 1,200 new season ticket holders this year since we've been here. We want to get that up to 5,000. And we want to see how many people in this community will come out here, start buying tickets, support us, and I think they'll be proud of the team we put out there. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a great one.